Let's consider the next question, that is question number 13 of this paper. Let a equals, it is given as x from the set of real numbers such that x is not a positive integer. Define a function f from a to r by fx equals 2x upon x minus 1. We have to talk about injective, surjective, bijective, etc. So let's start this question. For 1, 1, what we need to see? Fx1 equals fx2 and the result. So let's go with fx1 equals fx2. This is giving us 2x1 upon x1 minus 1 equals 2x2 upon x2 minus 1. Cross multiply and simplify, that gives you x1 equals x2 only. When you get x1 equals x2 only, meaning function is clearly 1, 1. Now, first option says injective but not surjective, we have to check out. Second, neither injective, not at all. Surjective but not injective, not at all. Not injective, not at all. So clearly the first option is correct. It is not required to see whether surjective or not, but still, when you talk about this function, it is given, it is not defined for positive integers. So there would be many values of x for which you will find different values of y which will not be there in range part as given range if the codomain is all real numbers. Correct. Also you can say when you rewrite the function as 2x upon x minus 1 equals y, this gives us 2x equals xy minus y, or x equals y upon y minus 2. So here also we can see y is not going to take value 2. So there are many such things which the function will not be taking. So yes, it is not surjective. So correct answer is option number 1. Let's move on to the next question, that is question number 14. Coefficient of t4 in the expansion of 1 minus t to the power 6 upon 1 minus t whole to the power 3. Let's begin with this question. We can write the first one as 1 minus 3t6 plus, not required to write the remaining terms because we are looking for t4. We have to save the time. Moving ahead, it is 1 minus t raised to the power minus 3. Expanding, we have 1 minus 3t6 plus and so on. 1 plus 3c1t plus 4c2t square and so on. Now, when I look at it, my requirement is T4. T4 will be obtained with the coefficient of 6c4. Therefore, coefficient of T4 is 6c4. 6c4 is simply 15. So yes, we have the correct answer as option number 1. So let's mark and mention this answer. Moving on to the next one, that is question number 15. For each x from the set of real numbers, let this is greatest integer x, we have to talk about limit x approaching to 0 minus, that is from the negative side, x greatest integer x plus mod x multiplied with sine greatest integer x divided by mod x. So let's start this question. We can write limit h approaching to 0, where h is a positive number. So I am replacing x with 0 minus h. 0 minus h, greatest integer of 0 minus h, mod of 0 minus h multiplied with sine greatest integer 0 minus h divided by mod 0 minus h. Let's simplify, this is not difficult. Limit h approaching to 0, first term is simply minus h multiplied with minus 1 plus h multiplied with minus sine 1 whole divided by h. H is cancelled, apply limit. What we obtain? Minus minus cancelled, we are left with finally minus 1 into sine 1. So the result is coming out to be minus sine 1. Let's see from the given options which one is the correct. Minus sine 1 is given here as option number 1. So just mark it as the correct answer and mention here first. Let's move on to the next question, that is question number 16.